Folks, welcome to this week's episode of Build Your Own Deer Factory. I'm here with Dr. James Kroll. Doc, we're in Kentucky at the North American Whitetail lease. We've had a lot of projects that we've tackled this week, but today's one of my favorites, man. We're getting ready to plant some fruit trees right next to this food plot we finished.
Exactly. You plant a fruit tree or a nut tree, you're planting the future.
That's exactly right. We're really lucky to work with Wild Tree Nurseries. They have an incredible assortment of different fruit and mass trees that you can plant on your property. Today we've got the Dr. Deer pear. This man himself found this tree a long time ago. One of the most prolific pears you can plant for wildlife.
Absolutely. And you know, we get comments all the time about, why do you want to plant pear trees or fruit trees or nut trees? If you're planting food plots, you're doing all this other stuff, why do you even want to bother with it? Well, I'll tell you why. First of all of these trees and vines that we're recommending produce high carbohydrate foods at a time when the deer really need them. When bucks are growing big antlers, when the does are feeding their fawns, they need those carbohydrates. The other thing is, you want deer to want to come to your property and to come there regularly. You'd like for them to stay there forever and never leave, but they're not. But you want them to come by. So I was laughing the other day and thinking about two does talking. One of them says, Minnie, let's check the North American Whitetail place out and see what's on the menu today. And that's a serious thing. Oh, yeah. If you get them coming here. And pears, we recommend a whole suite, but pears are the most ubiquitous, broadly adapted of all the fruit trees. So if you're gonna start out, stage it or whatever, always include pears in your suite of trees you're going to plant.
Absolutely, and do some research on your hardiness zone, where you are, for which trees work best for you. And you know, if you time it right and choose the right varieties, you can have hard and soft mass trees that are dropping fruit from summer until late winter.
Hey, let me introduce something. So my last thing I'm going to say, people, they'll go to a big box store, they're looking at the fruit trees, there's a tree there with fruit all over it, that's the one they're going to buy. Leaving that fruit on that tree is going to hurt its early growth. You want to get as much as you can into root growth. Now, the wild tree pear we're planting, I gave it a serious haircut.
Yeah, you did.
And a lot of people think, oh my God, what did he do to it? I'll guarantee you, this time next year, it's going to have a big root system and it'll put out new growth. You've got to prune those trees, folks.
Well, you and I have planted a lot of trees together. We've run a lot of shovels and post hole diggers, but I tell you, we've got our work made easy for us today, thanks to the John Deere tractor, the 3038 behind me, as well as the auger, which, man, it doesn't get any faster, quicker than that.
All right, it'll be great.
Planting trees with an auger, I highly recommend it.